you haven't seen my previous video, if you haven't seen my video, or you haven't seen my previous video either, which would be even more helpful, annotation thing here, so you're not really confused and lost about what this is about, because it's kind of important that you hear the first bit first, and the second bit second.
But Romans 1:20 tells us that we can see the evidence of God, that all creation points towards Him. And that gives us a purpose in living, and gives us a reason to travel that narrow road.
So that's all very big and emotional and hyped up, and that's why I think the next morning is just as or even more important. And it's easy to think when you stand up that Saturday evening that the Christian walk is going to be easy. It's easy to get up and say, I want to do that, when you're surrounded by thousands of other people encouraging you on, praying for you, chatting to you, saying you've made the best decision ever. But then when you get back into the real world, it's different. It's a hard road. The narrow road is not easy. Lots of that doesn't last beyond kick, sadly. And I think it's sad because as a Christian, I think they've thrown away the promise of eternal life. So the reason I think Sunday morning at kick is so important is because the speakers and the MC and the prayer leaders hammer that home. They say, look, you stood up in the heat of the moment with this emotional height and this just big, there's lasers everywhere, it's a youth event, people are psyched, people are cheering. Next morning they get in there and say, look, the sun's come up, it's a new day, it's a normal day, you're going back to where you've come from. Can you stick with it? And it's so important for the speakers to hammer that home on Sunday morning. And so kick without the morning after the big night is really just futile, in my opinion. You might have other opinions, you might not know what I'm talking about, maybe you've never even heard of kick before in your life. If you want to check it out, I'll put links to Facebook and just general website down below. I don't know how to end this. And maybe that's kind of reflective of what I've just been talking about, I don't know. Big, huge height, I've been talking about stuff, I've been talking about the Bible and Jesus, and it gets me excited. But just like that Sunday morning, going back into the world, I'm not quite sure what to do now. So, see you next video, I guess.